A 37-year-old goalkeeper playing USL Championship football, the second division of American soccer, just made 15 saves in 90 minutes at the World Cup. This has never happened in normal time. Ever. Ecuador had the stars, the pressure, 28 shots, Enter Valencia up top. Curaçao had Eloy Room. It ended 0-0. Before the saves, you need to know why Curaçao showing up here was already extraordinary. This is a Caribbean island of 156,000 people, smaller than most cities, smaller than the fan bases of clubs these players grew up watching. They are the smallest nation to ever reach the Men's World Cup. In their first match, they played Germany. Germany did what Germany does 7 goals. By the next morning, the conversation had already moved on. People were asking whether Curaçao belonged, whether the expanded World Cup had diluted the field, whether one result had already told the story. Curaçao did not let that happen. Against Ecuador, Curaçao came out to play defense for 90 minutes and make every shot count against them feel impossible. That was the plan. Room executed it. And Room was not the most popular name before this World Cup. He came through Dutch football, played for PSV and Vitesse, won trophies at Columbus Crew and MLS, and kept building a career that was real without being famous. By 2026, he was at Miami FC competing in the USL Championship. For most of his career, Room was exactly the kind of goalkeeper who gets respect inside a locker room and zero attention outside of it. Teams counted on him, broadcasts barely mentioned him. That changed in Kansas City. Room's father is from Curaçao. Playing for the national team was never his backup plan. It was deliberate. He chose to represent the island when he could have stayed tied to the Netherlands. He helped build a team that had been slowly earning results in CONCACAF Gold Cups and regional qualifiers for years. And in the decisive qualifying match against Jamaica, Room kept a clean sheet. Curaçao reached the World Cup. Room was the reason they got there. The Germany loss could have ended the story on a bad note. 7-1 is brutal, but Room came back 6 days later against Ecuador and turned 28 shots into nothing. Ecuador came in needing 3 points. They had already dropped a result against Ivory Coast, and Curaçao looked, on paper, like the game where they were fixed at. For most of the first half, it played out that way. Ecuador attacked early, pushed numbers forward, shot from distance, and flooded the box with crosses. Enter Valencia got the kind of chances he finishes at his peak. Room stopped it. Then the next one. Then the one after that. Ecuador kept finding shots. Room kept finding saves. By halftime, Ecuador was asking the worst question you can face in a match like this. What can we even do? There are good goalkeeping performances. There are man of the match performances. Then there are nights where the stat line does not look real. Ecuador, 28 shots. Room, 15 saves, 10 of them from inside of the box. That last number is the one that matters. This was not a keeper swallowing long-range shots. This was survival. Headers, rebounds, close-range finishes. Enter Valencia in full flight. Tim Howard's overall World Cup record is 16 saves, but that came in extra time. Room made 15 in 90 minutes. No keeper had ever done that in a match that ended at full time. When Ecuador hit the bar late, it felt less like misfortune and more like confirmation. The score was 0-0, Curaçao's first World Cup point. They did not outplay Ecuador. They defended deep, cleared balls, blocked shots, and handed the game to their goalkeeper to close. Room closed it. After the match, he said it was almost a perfect game for him. The numbers agree. Of 28 shots, 1 touched the post and 15 hit his hands. The other 12 missed. For Ecuador, it was a disaster. They created the chances, controlled the ball, and left with nothing. For Curaçao, the 0-0 meant more than any scoreline. It was the answer to every question people raised after the Germany match. The best World Cup moments do not always belong to the players on the posters. Eloy Room spent his career doing the work without the spotlight. Dutch football, then Columbus Crew, then some time in the MLS and USL. He had a real career, no global profile. Then one night in Kansas City, against a South American side with genuine quality, he played 90 minutes that no goalkeeper had ever played in World Cup history. Curaçao may not go deep in this tournament. This might be the moment people remember them by. But 156,000 people got to watch their team take a point from Ecuador, and a 37-year-old keeper get to put his name in the record books. 15 saves. One island that refused to let the Germany score be the last word.